How do string ticklers? I'm back at you today with 5 exercises that'll totally help your lead guitaring experience and help with those classical guitar runs. Let's get it on. So here we are, got 5 exercises. I've picked these 5 exercises out of a magnitude of exercises that are out there because these ones are not all about speed. They can be about speed, but they're mainly about accuracy. Everything we're going to be playing today wants to be alternate picked. So on a guitar, where you're using a pick, up, down, up, down, up, down. On the guitar, where you're going to be using your fingers, IM, IM, IM. Index, middle, alternate. First of all, we have the world famous spider. So we have the spider. If you don't know the spider, what stone have you been under? Just joking. The spider is probably one of the exercises that lots of people teach and lots of people do. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from the 5th fret with all your 4 fingers. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep your fingers fretted. And then we're going to do the same on the next string, but we're only going to move the finger that you're going to play. So there we go. I'll move my 2nd finger, move my 3rd finger, move my 4th finger. Next string, 1st finger, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Now this looks easy, but the problem you're going to have, the main problem is, when you move your 1st finger, your 2nd one's going to want to move with it. You move your 2nd finger, your 3rd's probably going to move, and then your pinky's going to want to do whatever it wants to do. And maybe most of your other fingers will move as well. So take it slowly and get it accurate and tell your fingers, you're the boss. So what the spider does, it stops you lifting your fingers too far off the neck. So eventually you'll get smoother and faster playing. The main problem you'll have with the spider is going back the other way. I see lots of people on YouTube, they're all flying up like they're married to Shelob or something, but going down, they'll get that. So the main problem you'll get going down the ways, you'll be getting dead notes, and that is the string touching one of your fingers, probably your little finger. So you need to push your wrist out a bit. That gets your fingers more parallel to the fretboard. Oh, there we go. And then it also helps if you push this part of your wrist in a little bit. So. There we have the spider. So next we're going to have what I call the ladder exercise. If I remember right, I'm sure I got this from a Steve Vai workout, 10-hour workout or something back in the early 90s. So with the ladder exercise, each finger has a fret of its own. So your first finger will always be playing the first fret, your second finger will always be playing the second fret, your third finger the third, and your fourth finger the fourth. So E string, low E, first fret, second fret, first fret A string, third fret E string, second fret A string, first fret D string, fourth fret E string, third fret A string, second fret D string, first fret G string, fourth fret A string, third fret D string, second fret G, first fret B, fourth fret D string, third fret G string, second fret B, first fret E, fourth fret G string, third fret B, first fret E string, fourth fret B, third E, fourth E. Breathe. Right, so basically you're going to be doing a ladder pattern like that, but moving it down and then off. And then going back up the ways, you're going to start on the first fret. This is about getting it slow and accurate. Helps with the crossing over of strings where you're alternate picking, and helps put these fingers in awkward positions they wouldn't normally go in. The ladder. String skipping. So it does, it says on the tin. You're going to be string skipping. So it does like it says on the tin. You're going to be skipping strings. So we start first finger on the D string on the 5th fret, third finger D string, fourth finger D string on the 8th fret, 5, 7, 8. Then with your first finger you're going to go to the 5th fret on the B string and then back 7, 8 on the D string. And then you're going to do it again, but instead of going to the first finger, you're going to go to the third finger on the B string. Yep. And then you're going to go to the first finger on the E string. And then you're going to go to the third finger on the E string. Right, this helps with your accuracy of obviously skipping strings. So if you're not playing the next string, sometimes you lit the next string on when you're going on to skip the string. This helps with this. Believe me when I tell you, take it slowly to begin with, painfully slowly. Right, the other thing you can do, because you're alternate picking, you're starting on a downstroke. So each time you pick one of the skip strings, it's always going to be an upstroke. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So what you can do, if you start the procedure on an upstroke, after you've mastered starting on a downstroke, that becomes a downstroke. The other thing to look for is how you angle the pick. You might find it easier if you're angling it deep in for crossing over that way, because you're missing. Especially with when you're doing it on a down angled, so it's going to miss there. Rather than angling it upwards, where when you go down on the downstroke and you're skipping the string, it naturally wants to fall on the string below. Whereas if it's angled pointing downwards, it doesn't want to fall down as much. The best thing to do, people will tell you all different techniques of how to hold your pick and everything like that. You just need to take it slowly and angle the pick what feels best for you. On to the next. So the next one is finger independence exercise. Can't be much simpler. You're going to have your first finger on the D string on the 5th fret, second finger 6th fret, third finger 7th, 4th finger 8th, and you're going to keep them planted at all times. And then with your first finger you're going to play the IE, then the low E, then the B string, then the A string, and then you're going to plant him back in place on the D string. Same for the next one. Yep. Next one. Next one. Plant them back in place. Each time you do, use one finger, the other ones have got to be perfectly planted. So, and again. Back in place. That's a finger independence exercise. So the next exercise, I have no clue what to call it. We'll call it Fred. If you can think of something better to call it, leave it in the comments and we'll name it that. So you're going to take first 4 frets on the B string and you're going to play them consecutive. 1, 2, 3, 4. First finger, first fret, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Next you're going to start the sequence on the second finger, and then go back to the first. Then you're going to start on the third finger, and then you're going to start on the fourth finger. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alternate picking all the time, or I and M. And then you can do on each string. The strings, or, and as well, you can go down the string, and then you can do it all the way across down to the as far as you can go. This one, once you've got it accurate, then you can start working on a bit of speed. And I'm getting a bit of fret buzz on my E string. So it's good for sorting that out as well. So if you can think of a name for that one, put them in the comments. Okay, so there's 5 exercises. I hope you like what you've seen here. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. And also I'm going to put a link to the tabs below for you to download. Any questions or anything, you know what to do. Comment below. And we'll see you next time. Au revoir.